Well, Chet, hey neighbors. Today is Wednesday, December 13, 2023. Welcome to this edition of How To. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the coil on your Stihl 028 chainsaw. I have on my bench Jonathan Luna's Stihl 028 Super that he brought in for a redemption package probably 9 months ago. And I was giving 1-year warranties then. And he's never actually even cut with the saw. We started it up. I cut with it with a different bar and chain on it. And he's started it up several times to show people, but now it won't even start. And what this saw is doing is it's basically backfiring. And so we rebuilt the carburetor again. We checked to make sure our muffler wasn't plugged up. We did a piston inspection, changed the spark plug, and it's doing the same thing. And so only one of two things to me can be wrong. Our coil went bad, or somehow our flywheel key sheared. So we're going to check both of those things. And I don't have any good OEM coils for this. I have several, but they have broken wires and stuff. And so we're going to put an aftermarket coil on and a brand new OEM ground wire, okay? Just to give you guys a little bit of an update, Chainsaw Redeemer / Incidental Auditor is fighting depression real bad. And part of that struggle is I have a lazy ass uncle who melts away and disintegrates in front of the TV and doesn't do shit to make his life better. And then Dion is also fighting depression. And so when you live with two people that are in a depressive state, it's harder to get out of it. I'm trying very hard to be a good leader of the home. And I don't want anybody to leave, but we don't have very many members on this channel, and I watch other YouTubers make 5K in a 20-minute live, literally 5K of super chats in a 20-minute live, and they only have 2,000 subscribers. I have 1,200 subscribers, and I've made, in all the live events I've done, $10 in super chats. And so I have started to become discouraged with the YouTube. I didn't fully start this YouTube to be a monetization thing, but when I'm struggling with my health and cannot work on the saws as much as I used to, pulling cord, I have to have a way to have income. I'm trying to feed 3 human beings and 5 animals right now, and it's like the brakes on my uncle's truck. We do the rear brakes, and one of the bolts snaps, and 3 auto parts stores, and 1 dealer, and 2 hardware stores, and Tractor Supply Company, and we can't find the bolt. Every auto parts store has the bolt, but it's the wrong bolt, even though it says it goes to his truck. And I deal with that a lot. I order parts that are the exact part number for saws a lot and get the wrong parts or get empty envelopes. It is hard for me to comprehend and to even try to begin to understand how I can have the horrible luck that I have. I just sent out a 441 and a 391 for neighbor Chris. I put a brand new Meteor top end on the 441. The 391 had a good motor, so we just rebuilt it with new crankshaft seals and rebuilt the carb and replaced all the rubbers and everything. Started him right up in front of him, cut with him in front of him. He runs the 441 through 1 tank and does the manual reset on the carburetor, and now the saw won't start, and apparently the 391 never started, even though we started it right here in front of him. And you wouldn't believe how many saws that happens with. Neighbor Mike's 026, I've got over an hour and a half of footage cutting with that saw for you guys on this channel. Started it in front of him before he went out of my driveway. The saw never started for him. Bo Portwine, he never brought his back, but he sent me a video and cussed me out, threatened my life, threatened my family's life and everything. And I had 2 mechanics right next to me when he sent me the video of him trying to start a saw, and it's blatantly obvious it's flooded out. Nathan's 041 has been here for almost a year. I had that baby running real good yesterday. I was breaking the China motor in that the other mechanic put on for him, and the saw was flooding out. And it died on me and then wouldn't restart. I deflooded it by taking the spark plug out, pulling cord a bunch. I put a heater next to it for 3 hours. That sumbitch won't restart, so we got to tear that down for like the 4th time. I used to have so much knowledge about this stuff in my head, and I thought I would just naturally retain it, even though it's been a decade. But unfortunately, my brain injury and all of the destruction to my brain with drugs, I don't remember as much as I used to, and that's part of why I'm moving away from it. I have neighbor Andy's saw here. No matter what decom valve I put in that, it leaks. Only the decom valve. Nothing else leaks. And we haven't even tried to start that beast up yet. But what discourages me? 1, he doesn't communicate. 2, that beast is hard to pull freaking cord on. I have over $7,000 worth of saws available for sale, and saws aren't selling. I'm having to sell saws at a loss if I want to sell saws. I sold a 271 at like an $85 loss yesterday. And that thing was running perfect. We cut plenty of wood with it, and then all of a sudden I had to go in and replace the bottom fuel line, even though it's a brand new fuel line. When the guy got here, the saw was half torn apart. Fortunately, he bought it, but I had to sell it below cost, at a loss, and with a warranty when it was supposed to be an as-in sale. I gave him a warranty just because it had a last-minute problem. I did a barter deal on a 201T that apparently just needed tuned up, and he had a brand new OEM top handle for it, top handle covers, several brand new OEM parts. It's got a roach motor. He didn't tell me that the intake boot had been burnt up and they electrical taped it. So I got done dirty on that $550 saw. And that saw was sold, and I had to give the guy a refund and say, sorry, I don't have a motor for this. Trent's has just been sitting here. I ain't had time trying to fight through pain. Ace, I'm waiting on a parts deposit from him. We're going to do his 372 tonight or tomorrow, hopefully. But tonight, I'm probably going to go back into Nathan's 041. Desperately, these saws you see in blue are neighbor's saws. The ones in green are mine. And Andy's has been here for a year. Nathan's, by a year, I mean since it's been there almost this entire year. Probably 8 or 9 months each. Andy's has been here almost a year. Nathan's has been here almost a year. Mike's came back, says it doesn't start. Carrie's has been here almost a year, and every time I order the worm gear, even when I order it from a Husqvarna dealer, it doesn't fit. Jimbo's, his saw, we decided to put a chain brake on it, so I've got that saw halfway complete, but I had to order more parts. Hopefully they're right parts, but that's another $60 I had to put into that saw almost, and so it's devastating financially. And so I'm desperately trying to get these neighbor saws back to them, but when everything goes wrong, bolts break on my truck. I can't find the bolts break on saws all the time, and maybe it's part of, I don't know my own strength, but it really is just bad luck. And so sorry for the long intro, neighbors. That being said, let's go ahead and turn down to the bench and see if we can get Jonathan Luna's saw running right again. First, neighbors, my bosses, do you mind if I have a coffee and tell you, you guys please consider purchasing merchandise, and if you don't like the merchandise, can you tell me why? Are the prices too high? Do you just not like it? Do you not like what it says? Do you not like the color? I know some of the prices are showing up wrong, like it's showing long sleeve shirts for $40.50. Just click on it, neighbors, and it'll take you to the sweater that's actually supposed to be there. I've tried to fix the glitch. I've tried calling Teespring customer service. I've emailed YouTube a bunch of times with no fixes to the problem. So again, that's just bad luck that I'm desperately trying to persevere through that. The Persevere merchandise, you guys, right now, that would be the greatest merchandise I would love to push, because I would love to see neighbors send me pictures or videos of them in the Persevere, and on the back it says hashtag Persevere on the front, and on the back I'll put a product for you right here, one of the Persevere ones, and on the back it says you only fail if you quit. Well, neighbors, I'm trying not to quit, but everything is discouraging me. I would like you guys to tell me how I can do better. And then YouTube, can you tell me why you won't let my videos go into the algorithm? That video I showed you guys of the Welch plug for the oil leak on the Stihl chainsaws, that's a video that everybody should see, because a lot of people don't know about that. And, you know, if that was Chick Canick or somebody else, it would have went viral. You know, I did a decent thumbnail, and so that's not anything you guys control besides liking, commenting, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And then if you are subscribed to the channel, please consider a $3.99 or a $7.99 a month membership. I apologize to the members that are here now. I have several videos that are members only, but it's of me really pouring my heart out to you guys, and so it's very difficult to post. It's very discouraging to post videos when they're only getting 40 and 50 views. My videos used to do way better than that, my saw videos, and they just, it's garbage. I'm not able to get the videos into the algorithm, and so guys, please forgive me, and please bear with me, and you guys, please stick with me. If I say something you don't like, please don't leave. Just tell me. Just tell me and we'll work through it. Work through it with me. Persevere with me, please. That being said, bosses, let me have my coffee and we'll get to work. Alright, neighbors, let's do it. Okay, so there's going to be several things we have to do on this saw. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and debar this beast. And I'm going to do it the quick way with an impact, because this is an old saw. I'm tripping over everything, neighbors. No matter how much I try to get my my new shop set up, I can't, because I can't get my neighbor's saws done, and I can't make no money. Chainsaw Redeemer is drowning. Literally, I had to portion food out. Between the three of us, we have to portion our food, and I don't like having to do that to Dion and my uncle. More so Dion, because he tries real hard to work hard and to persevere with me and to encourage me. My uncle just makes me depressed. He almost died. He got a second chance at life. And, yeah, see, neighbors, this is my luck. I tried to hang that bar on a screw. And this is why I scrap so much footage, because this happens non-stop. And so it's like, why would I post this to the internet? People don't want to watch me being in a shitty mood. I've worked all day hard to stay in a positive mood, and it's just like, I'm just a realist. Things always go wrong. Okay, so now that we've got that off, guys, we'll go ahead and pull our air filter here, because we're going to be replacing that ground wire. And it's a little bit difficult to replace that thing because of the screw down here. But we have to take our air filter off to be able to do that. So we'll get that off out of the way. We're not going to do it yet, but there's a flat... You know what? We will. We'll go ahead and take this flathead screw out. Are you guys able to see? There's a flathead screw down here, okay? See it? Right there. We'll take that off, okay? And then our ground wire should theoretically feed through the grommet. That was in there good and snug, because I'll usually Loctite these. It feels like I did Loctite Jonathan's. Okay? And either a magnetic bit or just some needle nose or something to grab that screw out of there. It is a little bit harder to put this back in than it is to take it out. Okay, we will hope we can get it by everything. Okay, it's probably going to make the grommet come out. No, it did not, fortunately. Okay, and then we have a T27 screw here that we have to take out. Okay. And then we're not going to put our new ground wire in yet, because we're going to take our recoil off. Boy, that's on there. Come here, you little sucker. Okay, there's that. I'm going to set that with our new ground wire. I'm not quite sure. This is what was on Jonathan's saw. I think this one's brass. And so I don't know if our ground wire is an issue. Again, I don't know the issue yet, but that's why we're going to go ahead and not just... Oh boy, that's tight. Not just replace our coil. We're going to take our flywheel off and inspect and see if we have any shearing. On these old saws, I Loctite everything, and at the time I did Jonathan's saw, I only had red Loctite. Get out of there, you bastard. Uh-oh. I have a throttle lever here. I think it's to this 291 that I had to tell my neighbor was roached. Yeah, boy. That's in there. Don't know why that's not coming out. See, you guys, this is my luck. This should just slide right out. The screw's not in anymore. This collar should not be stuck in this handle. It just should not be. That's insanity. That's like genuine, pure freaking insanity that it's stuck in there. It should not be. It's just a collar. It just sits in there loose. And it is freaking in there. Completely jammed in there. It should come right out. It really should. But this is what I deal with all day, every day, no matter what I put my hands to, neighbors. This is what I deal with. And then I have to fear that this thing's going to break. I'm just going to have to move that aside, but I can't even get the screw out all the way high enough. This is crazy. Pure insanity. It's pure insanity that this isn't coming out. See, I want to bring you guys a good video, and I'll probably scrap this because I'm just fucking pissed off. To be 100% honest, I'm fucking pissed off that this is my life. A guy that tries this hard and perseveres this much and doesn't give up through this much bad luck should catch a break once in a while. I put good karma out there. I stop and help neighbors on the side of the road. I go without eating so other neighbors can eat. And it's just, this is my life. This is what happens. It never stops and it never changes. Okay, so we do need to take our top cover off as well. One T27 over here, and then you have an 8mm or flathead over here. Sometimes you cannot get your flathead on because of the handle. So I usually just use an 8mm wrench, and it works just fine. It's just a little bit of turning. I do apologize, I'm in a bad mood, but hardly anybody's going to see this video anyways, so I guess I just am going to just start posting it and not caring. because I can't keep scrapping all my content because things like this consistently go wrong. Other people, they edit this stuff out of their videos. I don't like to do that. And plus, it takes up way too much time. I don't have hours and hours and hours to edit my videos because I need to make money. Other YouTubers have so much time to edit their videos because they're making thousands of dollars off of YouTube. You guys, we're up to like $13.07 for the last 20 days. That's how much this channel has made. And I hate saying that I might have to shut the channel down. But when I'm struggling this much financially, I need the channel to be able to pay for itself because I'm not able to support it. I have great supporters, okay, and we have a few that support financially, but it's not enough, unfortunately. And I hate saying that, I really do, but it just is the reality. It's the reality. It's like cable TV shows. If they don't get viewed enough, the shows get canceled. Why do they get canceled? Because they don't make money. Okay, so go ahead and take our top cover off. Got to kind of shimmy that under the spark plug here. Usually I can get it pretty easily, but not this time apparently. There we go. Okay, there's that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and take our coil off. Okay, our wire was hooked up. Oh yeah, we've got to take our wire out of our switch as well. So that will just feed through this way. Supposed to anyways. There we are. Take that out of its clip. Hopefully. Just everything, you guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry that I can't bring you good content. I try, you guys. I'm just going to have to give you what I get anymore. And if it fails, it fails. It's already failing. So I guess, you know, everything I try to do to make it better isn't working. People leave when I ask for, yeah. Okay, so that coil does have spark, but, I mean, the damn saw is backfiring. It has to be a timing or coil issue. It has to be an ignition issue at this point. And the only other thing we'll be able to do, the ironic thing is, Jonathan brought this saw to me, and I'll try my best to give you an info card up here, or make it the end card to the video. The clutch side was all burnt up, and that's why he initially had to bring the saw to me. By the way, I don't recommend you guys buy any Holtz Forma tools because they don't honor their warranty, and a lot of their tools are shit. So I told them if they didn't honor their warranty, I was gonna start telling you guys how shitty their tools are, and that will probably destroy my views too. But oh well, because it's all corporate shady America and shady China. Okay, and this we're just really inspecting. Yeah, his flywheel key is just like all the way in there. So I'm willing to bet, honestly, his coil is probably fine. Give you guys a close-up here. I'm going to take you out of the mount, and I'm going to show you. Look at the flywheel there. Boy, the light is just garbage in here. I have lights to turn on for you guys, but they're all messed up. So I apologize about that as well. Trying my best, neighbors. See, everything falls. No matter what I do, everything goes wrong. You see that? That flywheel key, of course the light is turned backwards. That flywheel key, I'm trying to show you guys, it's not working. There you go, it's just completely flush. So we are going to try to hammer that out with a pick, and I do believe I have flywheel keys that will fit this, that are brand new. If not, we will find our best used one, because I have like 6 bins full of 028 stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to try and take this pick here and see. I'll bet you that's our problem. I almost want to try it with his coil still. Yeah, that flywheel key is 100% just sheared, just worn down, and it won't come out, which is not surprising, honestly. It does not surprise me one little bit. Yeah, I don't know how to get that out. I honestly don't. It's just going to be consistent hammering and tapping away. There we go. The question is, did it break to where I'm going to have to get another half out? Yeah, we performed a back pressure test on this too to make sure it doesn't have an air leak, because I did use a lot of new old stock parts, and it turns out a lot of my crankshaft seals that were new old stock that I spent good money on ended up going bad. Damn, there's just no getting that out easily. Boy, that sucker is in there, you guys. Wow. That sumbiscuit is in there. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. There we go. So, I do believe, like I said, let me pause you. I think I have more of these. I think this is the right one. So what likely happened is that flywheel just advanced itself. Yeah, that looks like the right one. Okay. We're going to push the front end in a little more to get our flywheel on. That flywheel probably just advanced itself. Okay, I'm going to clean. There is, you can see some shearing of it in the groove here as well. There it goes. There's the other part of it. So it actually sheared right off. Okay. So I am going to put his old coil on, but I'm going to use this new ground wire. And I do honestly believe that will probably solve our problem. I hope, because I really need a victory. I really do. Okay, that should be good now. Okay. Go ahead and put our flywheel key on here, or our nut, I'm sorry. And I'm weak right now, you guys, so that's why I didn't use a piston stop there. So like I said, we're going to use, we do have good spark out of this thing. We're going to use this again opposed to the aftermarket. I know Jonathan would rather an OEM coil that was on there opposed to switching to an aftermarket. So we will go ahead and try that. Okay. My Loctite is outside by the truck. Let me go get that, neighbors. Okay, here we are. We got some Loctite, even though it's coming out really hard. That's another thing, getting Loctite out. I have to shake the hell out of these things. I'm trying to find a better way to do my Loctite, but right now this is what I have. Ah, just my luck. Here we are. Some Loctite on this one. There we are. And the reason I didn't check the coil gap is because I just didn't feel like the air gap was the issue. Okay, so we'll turn this to our magnets. This is the tool you use, or you can use just a regular business card. This will give you your 20th air gap. There's my information, neighbors. Here's my failing business. Here's the bipolar guy that doesn't show you most of his footage because he's in this kind of mood and doesn't want to be. Here's my phone number if you ever want to contact me. Here's my email. Would you like to buy some chainsaws, neighbors? I got a whole bunch ready right now. Here's where we are right now. Here's some of the shit I fail at all the time. Here's my address. Please don't come shoot up my house. Mind if I have a puff? I quit smoking for a year, neighbors. But life gets you. Okay, so I'll go ahead and snug these up there. And then we will tighten them by hand and hope that they don't freaking snap on us. That's good. And that's good. They both seated well. Okay, go ahead and remove that. Now we can go ahead and put our recoil back on, it appears. So let's see if we can get this on right. Okay, there's that part. And then our bolt. Let's get this old Loctite off. much as we can, I suppose. That just really sits inside the collar. Okay, there's that. And these are set to the torque they need to be. Whoops. Okay, I'm not going to go all the way yet because we want to do them semi-evenly. Whoops, Loctite. This is an old saw. It vibrates a lot, so we Loctite everything on our 028s, 026s, 038s. Okay, now that those two corners are even, we will be fine there. Oh, shoot, neighbors. This one, actually, the collar came out with it, so this has to be moved. Got our Loctite on there. There we go. That one. I really hope this solves our problem. If not, we'll go backwards and we will replace the coil. But I feel like that was the issue. That flywheel just advanced because of the key being destroyed. Go one more time. Make sure these are good and snug, good and tight. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead. We will feed our switch wire back through here, grommet. Okay, get that through. Hook it back up to our switch carefully. Yep, there our switch popped out. I was afraid of that. Okay, there we go. It wants to be difficult on me. Everything does though, so I'm not really surprised. Doesn't want to go in. I don't like using a screwdriver for this stuff because you don't want to ruin your wire jacket here. But it just doesn't want to go in. Wow. I did put a brand new switch on Jonathan's thing, so that's why it's so tight. These 028 switches are prone to just have all kinds of problems. The black lever here. Okay, got that in. Let's pull that through. Come on, baby. There we are. Go through all the way here. It just doesn't want to. Yeah, it doesn't want to go. Damn it. Get in there. It doesn't help when you have hands that shake non-stop. Come on. This is silly, you guys. This is silly that this is what I go through. It's so silly. It really is. It's just insanity. It just won't go. It won't go. I mean, it's just crazy. Pull the whole thing out to get this part in. Now that's even more messed up. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. You know, this is supposed to be my sobriety, but anymore working on saws, I hate it. My passion is dying because everything goes wrong all the time. And I like being a problem solver, but when you just have astronomical amounts of problems over and over and over and over again, it really does discourage a guy. And you guys can bitch at me and talk bad about me in the comments, the haters. And you can say, I just need to suck it up and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But walk a day in my shoes. Seriously, try getting through a day in my shoes. I bet you can't. Not without fucking having the attitude that I have. I try so hard to be an optimist. I try so hard to speak life. I try so hard to stay encouraged. I really do. Come on, baby. Go through. Come on, just go. Go to your home. There you are. Go to your home. Okay. Try and get that back in its home. Back through there. And now the hard part. Okay, this really can be difficult. I had me a magnetic flathead somewhere. I don't recollect where it is. Of course, I like the newer screws for this because it's a T27. I don't think this one's magnetic. Can try to get it a little magnetized here. No, it's not going to. So we'll just do it this way, hopefully, and get it right. Okay, put that back down in there. Oh, you know what? We've got to do our coil wire first, our ground wire here. Okay, this is an OEM Stihl ground wire. Oh, you know what? This isn't for this chassis. I will have to drill a hole to use this wire. So, since we know, I guess I'm going to, since we know the flywheel was advanced, I'm going to put this wire back on for now. And again, if we have a problem, we will go back through and rechange things again. So this one's a little bit more difficult to get through your grommet. Actually, a lot more difficult. Probably going to have to take the grommet out, which it's probably going to rip is the problem. I really don't want it to rip. I'm trying, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that my content is garbage. I'm so sorry. Part of why I was fearing being monetized, because my worst fear is coming true. Failure. People not wanting to contribute to the channel financially. And then hating on me when I ask them to. And so I am very sorry, you guys. I'm very sorry. I didn't want to let you guys down, but it seems that that's exactly what's happening. I'm letting you guys down. And I'm sorry for letting you down. You guys don't deserve it. You deserve so much better than me. You deserve so much better than what I'm doing. My members deserve so much more than what they're getting right now. There's only 6 of you, but you deserve more. You're not getting hardly any members-only content. You're paying for special content and you don't get it. And that's not fair to you, and I am very sorry. It makes me want to break down in tears that I'm failing you guys. I didn't want to fail you. I'm sorry. I wanted to succeed for you. I really did. I really wanted to give you guys a great YouTube channel. Something that's not there. Something unique, something different, something better, something real. Please forgive me for failing you, neighbors. I'll try to do better. I'm trying to do better. Come on, baby. I have no more of these grommets. I really don't want to rip it. Come on. Please. Please. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now I'll try and get this sucker on. Okay. This can be very, very difficult. Honestly, this is the hardest part. Okay. Don't lose our screw there. Try and get this bad boy down in there properly to hold our switch in. I know the camera's running out of time too, so that's unfortunate. I don't know how much time we have left before it shuts off. Okay. I think we got it. Feels like it's going in great. Okay, let me get a better screwdriver here. Okay, that's going into plastic, so we're going to go good and snug. Okay. Now we can go ahead. Oh, shit. I do that all the time. You guys see what I did? I didn't put the wire in. That's why that was so easy. I was wondering why that went so easy. I didn't put it. through the wire. Did y'all dirty. Did myself dirty. Failed you guys again. So sorry, neighbors. Been a failure my whole life, though. Gotta find something eventually I can be successful at. Eventually, there's gotta be something. I failed at being a husband. I failed at being a father. I failed at being a business owner the first time around, and I obviously failed at it again because my business is sinking. Not making any money right now. In fact, I'm losing freaking hundreds of dollars per week. It's crazy. It is what it is, though. You know, it's life. You can only do what you can do. The rest is out of your control. My Loctite is just overflowing everywhere. So, that's more money wasted. Just Loctite, just wasting out. Nerve damage, can't feel my hands. Mercy. It's like I want to say mercy to whoever's torturing me like this. I beg Jesus, please stop. Please stop letting the devil do this to me. Please stop authorizing this torture on my life. But it doesn't stop, neighbors. It doesn't stop. It just continues to get worse. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I try. And now I'm like, how the fuck can you post this? You're just bitching like a whiny little fucking girl. But, am I supposed to not post it ever again? You know? Am I supposed to not post? Come on. Am I supposed to not post any content? Because I suck at it. Because everything goes wrong. That's quitting. And you only fail if you quit, right, neighbors? That's what my shirts say that nobody wants to buy. Don't know why. Sorry, neighbors. I'm sorry that I have feelings and I express them. I'm sorry that I'm a blunt person that doesn't hold back what's on my mind. I thought me and Dion did an amazing job on the hashtag Persevere products. And they've been out for about 3 weeks now. And we haven't sold a single item. We have not sold a single piece of merchandise. And we've had merchandise for almost 5 weeks. But the hashtag Persevere merchandise has been available for about 3 weeks. Okay, sorry I'm shoving you guys around there. You are still on Playwright. Okay, we have like 7 minutes left that we can film. So, do the best I can here. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing nothing. Let's get that wire back out of the way. Tucked back there where it goes. Okay, get our air filter on here. Okay, then we'll test our switch real quick, make sure everything's working properly. I had kept the OEM air filter on here for Jonathan because one side of it still had the mesh on it. I don't have any more of the mesh aftermarkets. Okay, the switch appears to be working. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and get our top cover back on. Again, it's kind of just a shimmy around the spark plug if you're not taking the spark plug out. The plastic does bend enough to get in there. Okay, there we are with that. Get all this stuff out of the way. Get our tank vent out of the way here. Coil wire goes up in there. Okay, we can plug our coil back in. Line our cover up. Okay, I'm not going to Loctite this in case we have to go back in. Knowing my luck, we will, but I'm hoping not. Okay, I'm missing one screw here. Did you neighbors see where it went? Here it is. I actually think I did those backwards, but it's not going to matter. One is slightly shorter than the other. Okay, that will go in there. I want this turned the right way. That wire behind there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use needle nose to hold it from turning as our screw tightens down. So I can get our tank vent out of the way. Okay, there's that. We've got one more screw to put on our top cover. I'm not going to bar it up. I just want to see if it starts. And if it does, we'll see if it's still tuned in. We did rebuild the carb. And I think I set them at 1 1/4. But I'm going to know if something's different right away. Because, I mean, the thing just backfires. It's really weird what it does. It's something you don't very often see a chainsaw do. I've only ever had it happen once or twice. I have actually an 017 right now that I believe the flywheel sheared on because I rebuilt that saw and it has never started. It's probably been down there for 6 months just because those little saws, I just don't make money on them. And so I focus on other things. If they don't go good right away, they'll sit there until I'm slow and don't have time. And right now I'm slow in terms of making money, but I'm not slow in terms of I'm trying to take care of my uncle, trying to take care of a house, trying to take care of animals, trying to pay bills, trying to build my pump house, trying to fix our vehicles, trying to do laundry, trying to bring you content, trying to get my stuff verified, trying to fight my legal case in Texas. And so lots of things are wrong, neighbors. It's just crazy. Okay, so, I mean, that's it. Let's check our carb settings just to be sure. The tank vent's being a douche here. We'll have to readjust that after the fact because we don't want that sticking out like that. I just want to see if she starts. Okay, boy, his spur is burnt up too, it looks like already, for not cutting with it. We'll probably go ahead and give him a new rim spur there. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think. Check carb settings. I had 15,000 carb screwdrivers, and they are vanishing like no tomorrow. There's a half. There's 1 3/8. So we're gonna go half, 1 1/8. I find on these ones work good. Half, 1 1/4. So we're gonna go half, 1 1/4 there. Then I'll turn you neighbors over here and let's see if we can catch up. What do you neighbors think? You think it's gonna start? I mean, let's hope. Might take a lot of pulls because there's probably no fuel in the system, but here it goes, neighbors. Buy my product, neighbors. Hashtag persevere. I'm persevering, please. Buy my product. I love you, neighbors. Be kind to one another. We're all facing fucking battles. I love all 8 million of you, even though I suck at it horribly. I'm gonna bar this up and put it in, and then tell Jonathan Luna the fantastic fucking news. Till next time, neighbors.